This is NR2003 Predicts. We take the entry list of the top 3 NASCAR series, run them through the N ratings algorithm, set them up by their provisional lineup, and see what the computer says will be the finishing order on race day. First, a look at the truck event that took place last night. Chandler Smith coming away with the victory over Grant Enfinger and Zane Smith. Incidentally, almost all 10 of the playoff drivers finished inside the top 10. However, Tyler Ankrum broke it up at 4th place. Carson Hocevar was the only one that did not finish in the top 10 among the playoff drivers. Not too many incidents. Haley Deegan dropping out with mechanical issues, as well as Lane Briggs, who finished 7th in his debut at Indianapolis. Now it is time for the Cup event. Kyle Larson and Ross Chastain sharing the front row. The green flag's out here at Richmond. Larson snagging that pole yesterday and flying out to the Knoxville Nationals, finished 6th in that event, now back here today, trying to go for a victory here at Richmond. He leads the first lap, gets a really good jump over Chastain, who just never got going. Hamlin slots in the second. Kyle Busch has the best average finish among the drivers here today, but he started way back in the field. 29th was his starting position, and he is trying to battle this traffic to get up and get some spots. Busch has won here a total of 6 times. His teammate Denny Hamlin 4 times as he runs in the runner-up spot, trying to sweep the Richmond races this season. Had a great run last time out, having some tire strategy play into grabbing that lead with just 5 laps to go. Kevin Harvick, 16 top 5s here at this racetrack. Currently on pace to get that done. Just came off getting that victory, a clutch win to put him inside the playoffs. Now that moves us to 15 winners, and it's going to be a big battle between Ryan Blaney and Martin Truex Jr. to try to fight their way in. Truex trying to work his way through as he's gotten to the lead. However, it is going to be Chase Elliott going to the bottom of him. Kyle Larson has slipped back a little bit. Looks like he doesn't have the long run speed in his car. Keselowski's in a must-win situation. Obviously got that 100-point penalty at Atlanta earlier on. However, based on the winners we've had this season, he would not be anywhere near playoff contention. However, he can go for a win. We've got a problem here with J.J. Yeley. He is slow on the racetrack, and he's going to come to a stop. So that is going to bring out the yellow flag. Mechanical issue for Yeley. We'll bring out the yellow and end the stage. Just 1 lap away. Chase Elliott, Truex Jr., Harvick, Logano, and Larson making up the top 5 in this stage. We'll get back to the restart for stage 2, and Truex Jr. gets a big jump over Elliott. The outside lane just goes right away. And some problems here off of turn 4. Loose condition for Hamlin. And right into LaJoy. Might have been a little contact between the two. And there's a big stack up. Looks like most cars will get away. And there's a shot from Suarez. And it looks like actually the 99 will drop out of the race. There was a couple hits for the 99 car there. Looks like they are not satisfied with how that car can perform. And they will take it to the garage and out of the race. Oh, and another problem here in turn 3. Ty Gibbs going spinning off the front end of the 10 car. He'll nose it into the outside wall and pull away, but the 45 car of Ty Gibbs goes around. Still in the seat for Kurt Busch, and that's big news for Busch because he is the lowest 1-win driver in standings right now. If they eclipse 16 winners, he's going to be the one that drops out. Bubba Wallace grabbed a 2nd place run at Michigan after winning the pole and was emotional in his post-race interview. Definitely thought that he had the winning car. Was trying to see if he can work his way into the playoffs. Did not happen. Harvick got the victory instead. Here's the other competitor in that battle for the points position, Ryan Blaney. If there was ever a track Blaney didn't want to come to in a tight situation, it would be Richmond. 20.9 average finish for him. However, he's finished top 10 here the past 2 races, his first 2 top 10s at this track. Christopher Bell trying to battle Joey Logano for 4th place. Bell finished 3rd in the last summer event here. And we've got a problem here for William Byron. Looks like he's got a cut tire, and right in front of the leader, his teammate Chase Elliott. That is going to slow up the 9 car, and Logano and Truex Jr. are going to try to pounce. Here comes the 22 car. Logano going to the inside of Elliott, and that cut tire is going to be at the detriment of Chase Elliott. Riding on board Blaney as he runs in the 8th position as Truex runs 5th. Big in the points battle. As we look forward, that's Noah Gragson in the 16. Just got announced this week that he'll be driving the Petty GMS 42 car. in 2023, his first full-time season. Ty Dillon will be vacating that seat. Not sure where he's going to be going. But at the moment, he's not having a great run. He's back in the 33rd position at the moment. And an engine problem here for Alex Bowman. That is going to take the 48 car out of the race. And now Chase Elliott's coming down for a scheduled green flag stop. They're going to have to make one before the stage ends. The cautions did not fly at the right times to stay on track the entire time. Here comes Joey Logano after inheriting the lead. And then here comes Christopher Bell after he took the lead as well. Going to see who cycles out with the lead. And we've got a problem down in turn 3. Ryan Blaney hooks the 45 into the wall, and the 12 car goes around as well. And there goes Logano around Blaney, and that's going to put the 12 car a second lap down. He was already one lap down, but that's going to further put him back away from Truex, who stays on the lead lap. Logano, Elliott, Truex Jr., Byron, and Bell will come to the caution flag, and they will be the top 5 in Stage 2. You got to mention Byron, and that cut tire actually gave him an advantage pitting midway through the stage and not having a caution flag. He was able to get back on the lead lap. Ooh, and a trouble here as McDowell goes around. Byron also involved. Both are actually going to slap the turn 3 wall. Wonder how that's going to affect Byron. But looks like he'll be able to continue on. Doesn't make a pit stop for it, so he seems alright with it. On the restart, Logano gets the hop. Oh, and another issue here is Bubba Wallace, last week's runner-up, is going to have a mechanical issue. He heads down to pit lane, and he's going to head behind the wall eventually. Here comes a move for the inside. That is for the lead. Bell on Logano. 20 car looking to make a move. Bell has finished top 15 in all of the races he's run here so far in his career, but he is trying to see if he can grab a victory for the first time. They're now going to put Denny Hamlin another lap down. The 11 car, one of the most dominant drivers at this racetrack, just hasn't had the speed today. And he is slowly fading back through the field. Another issue for William Byron. This time it's a sour motor. Sounds like he's down on 7 cylinders. He's going to limp it around the pit lane, but a second mechanical issue for Byron. Sounds like he is going to stay on the track, but just not going to be in contention once again. Here comes Kyle Busch to the inside of Bell. This is to get a lap back. Busch fell a lap back early on in the race, and he is fighting his way back on raw speed to get around Bell and get his lap back. Here comes the green flag stops. Truex Jr. comes down, so does Bell. And it looks like the 20 car will end up taking the lead back over after the cycle finishes out. Even with that cycle, Kyle Busch continues to be just on the tail end of the lead lap. And here goes a spin for the leader. Bell gets turned around by Tyler Reddick. And Truex Jr. is going to get around and take over the lead. The 20 car keeps going. And it looks like there wasn't too much contact, but Truex got back to the lead after that spin by the leader. Reddick had a piece in that one. On the restart, though, they're side by side. Truex and Bell not willing to relinquish this lead. Truex Jr. needs that win to get into the playoffs. You would think there might be a team order here, but Bell continues to run the outside, and he'll take over the lead. And a problem here for Kyle Larson, who is a lap down, trying to get that lap back. Unbelievable the amount of problems Hendrick Motorsports has had today. Pretty much 4 issues sending them to pit lane. Meanwhile, it's a white flag for Christopher Bell. He's finished top 5 twice and top 10 all 3 times that he's been here at this racetrack with Joe Gibbs Racing. But he's yet to find a victory here at this racetrack. He has one already this year at New Hampshire, but he is going to grab a second one here today at Richmond. And that's a statement win for a driver who went around just a few laps ago. He will grab the victory over Truex Jr., who really needed that win to get himself into the playoffs, although he's going to make some big points up on Blaney. Kyle Busch makes it a 1-2-3 for Toyota. Logano and Harvick top 5, and Chase Elliott last car on the lead lap. Chase Briscoe will be the first car at least 1 lap down. He ends up 2 laps down, and Keselowski up there in a top 10 position. There's Blaney in 11th spot, who was hoping to grab some points today, but unfortunately, he is going to have that gap closed by Truex. Tyler Reddick, who made that contact with Bell, ends up in the 13th position. Byron, despite 2 mechanical issues, is still going to finish 14th. That's pretty incredible. Disappointing run for Denny Hamlin, who ends up in 18th, and Kyle Larson, after that cut tire back to 19th. Also a bit of a disappointment by Cole Custer, who had a great qualifying run. He ends up back in 26th, and then there's the drivers that dropped out. Bubba Wallace, Alex Bowman, Daniel Suarez among the big names, and Ty Gibbs finally getting that first rookie experience after finishing top 20 in his first 3 Cup starts. That is it for NR2003 Predicts. We hope you enjoyed the race, and we will see you all next time.